It's a Wonderful Knife is a 2023 horror Christmas film that was released in November, but now is exclusively available to stream on Shudder as of December 1st, 2023. It was directed by Tyler McIntyre and written by Michael Kennedy. Michael Kennedy also wrote another movie called Freaky, which starred Vince Vaughn. And seems like this is one of the gimmick guys I was referring to when I was talking about Eli Roth's Thanksgiving. How horror films now have become kind of gimmicky, where instead of doing a straight up slasher film, they all have to do an angle. I would said Happy Death Day was Groundhog Day meets slasher film. Freaky was like Freaky Friday meets slasher film. It's a Wonderful Knife is It's a Wonderful Life meets slasher film. So this is what this guy's known for. Unfortunately, with this movie, his co-writing partner, Christopher Landon, wasn't on this film. So this film is just a big steaming pile of horse shit. This is one of the worst films I've seen in a while. And trust me, I watched terrible films. Look at my first time watching videos. I've seen Grotesque. I've seen Ooga Booga. I've seen garbage. And this is one of those films. It was literally hard to get through at least the first two acts of this movie. Now, I kind of ruined it by saying that this movie sucked balls already, but there was some good parts of this film. I will give it that. It got good around the third act, if you can call it the third act, because I'm not quite sure where this part takes place. I guess it would be the third act and climax were interesting. Then it fucking falls down flat. But in general, there's nothing really good here. Let me talk about what the movie's about. The movie's about a young teenage girl named Winnie Carruthers. And she lives in this town called Angel Falls, which I assume, I don't remember where they said it's actually located, but it's either Canada or Alaska because they can kind of see the northern lights. So it's the Christmas Day, and they're doing a ceremony to light the Christmas tree. And I believe he's the mayor, or if he's not the mayor now, he'll be the mayor in the alternate world, which is Justin Long, who plays Henry Waters. And Henry Waters is this big-time real estate developer who's trying to buy up the property around Angel Falls so he could build this huge shopping center. And his right-hand man is Winnie's father. So they decide on Christmas Day that they have to go to meet with a guy to ask him to sell his property because he's the last holdout to them. And it just so happens that this guy is the grandfather of one of Winnie's best friends. So after the guy tells Henry no, Henry looks and sees that his granddaughter comes down, and she just happens to be kind of doesn't like Henry Waters, thinks he's a total asshole and scumbag, and ignores him as she says hello to Winnie's father and asks her grandfather, is everything okay? As she walks away, I believe Henry got so pissed and so sick of being disrespected by both the grandfather and his granddaughter that he decided, it's time for me to take revenge on both these motherfuckers. Later on, we spend some time with the rest of Winnie's family, which consists of her gay football-playing brother, her mother, who's portrayed by a horrible actress, and Winnie's aunts are also in the house because besides having a gay brother, she also happens to have two gay aunts. They're her aunts by marriage, obviously, and one's played by an actress I've seen before, and the other one's played by an actress that Hollywood keeps telling me is beautiful. Then her friend comes to pick her up, which just happens to be the one that was that Henry Waters was trying to buy the property, the granddaughter. And they give each other a look, and you're going to go, oh, what's that? Are they gay too? I don't know, because Winnie has a boyfriend, supposedly. As the night goes on, we're introduced to the rest of Winnie's friends, and there's another girl there called Weirdo that nobody likes. And then all of a sudden, Winnie's best friend is murdered. Her and her boyfriend are murdered by a mysterious man in white called the Angel. And Winnie goes out to see her friend, and that's when the Angel tries to attack Winnie, and Winnie kills him. And Winnie removes the mask, and we discover that that's Henry Waters. Hard cut to a year later, and Winnie is miserable. She didn't get into college. Her brother is taking all the limelight away from her, I guess. She doesn't like Christmas anymore because she lost her best friend. So she goes by the shore, and she looks up at the northern lights, and she says that she wishes she was never born. And all of a sudden, it glows, and it transforms, and she's teleported into another reality where she was never born. And everything is terrible. And that's where we take the whole It's a Wonderful Life approach. And because she was never born, Henry Waters did murder her best friend and her boyfriend and is just continued to kill people ever since. And it's been a year of him torturing the town, and the town has become horrible. It's become basically, Chicago or Los Angeles, but cold, so it's even worse. So it's just miserable. There are crackheads everywhere. The town's just depressed and depressing, and it's just a disgusting wasteland. And she wants to get things back to normal. And the whole film is about her trying to kill Henry Waters again. So this way she thinks by doing that, she'll be able to get back home and live the rest of her life in peace and harmony and be happy, because she realizes that everybody she loves is more miserable without her being around. And so she has to so she wants to correct what she changed. Okay, that interesting part is just, It's a Wonderful Life. So, okay, I get that. But the rest of this film, it's just a miserable piece of shit. Until the third act, until her and Weirdo, which is what they call the girl, which I thought was an interesting name, start becoming friends and teaming up to go attack this guy, because Weirdo's the only one that believes her. At first she doesn't, but an interesting part happens. Anyway, they're good together. She is the only interesting, these two, both of them, they're the only two good things about the film besides Justin Long. That's it. Those three. They the ones that carry the film. Honestly, I cannot criticize. The script is shit. The direction sucks. The cinematography is garbage. But her acting is great. Weirdo's acting is great. And Justin Long is fantastic in every fucking horror movie he's ever been in. Every movie, honestly. I haven't seen, there's some love movies that he's been in that I have not seen. But every horror movie, even Tusk, I think he's awesome in. So yeah, those are the three saving graces in the entire film. Everyone else is a shit actor. I don't know, the cinematography is pure garbage. It was already kind of gloomy looking when it was her reality. And then they make it even worse looking when she goes into the alternate reality, where everything's tinted blue. So it was just a complete pile of dog shit. And this is the part, she isn't gay. The whole South Park thing is...
Put a chicken in it and make her name it gay!
So... what was the part at the end when they said make her gay or whatever? It was at the end of the movie, out of nowhere. They don't really show any kind of real chemistry with each other, just being friends. And then all of a sudden at the end, when she makes the wish and it's about to come true, and the other girl's happy that she finally has a friend, they both just make out. So now she's gay too, or bisexual, or whatever. Look, honestly, people in the LGBTQ plus community might say this is the greatest Christmas horror film ever made, and other people will not. I don't give a shit that she is a lesbian or became a lesbian. Well, I kind of do. I'm kind of like, what the fuck? Just make her a lesbian in the beginning, or make the whole thing everybody's gay. Why do I have to do that? Because her brother's gay, her aunt's gay, and I guess she's gay. Just make everyone gay. Make her out to be gay in the beginning of the movie. Look, if they weren't gay, right? Let's say that each character was just straight, and she turned out to do the same thing she did in this one, which is kiss her friend, and she was gay at the end. Or she doesn't. Maybe it was a guy that helps her, and that's what happens at the end. The movie would still suck ass. This movie is not great. This movie is not good. It's mediocre. Really, like I said, the second and third, or near the halfway point, or 3/4 of the ending of the film is what saves it. And the two actresses, whoever played Winnie and whoever played Weirdo, who is Bernie. So those two saved the film, and because honestly, Justin Long would have saved the film, but he's barely in it. And also, Joel McHale's in it. I know Joel McHale has a lot of fans. Okay, I've never been a serious Joel McHale fan. I used to watch him on Talk Soup. Never watched Community. He always has this punchable face, in my opinion. And I think he's good when he's an asshole, because that's how I feel he really is. Because his performance when he's an asshole is great. When he's this happy father figure, he's just ugh. So that's that. The movie is terrible. It's really, really horrible. And like I said, the gay things, it doesn't matter. They could have changed everything to be straight people, and the movie would still suck ass. Really would suck ass, because it does. It sucks ass. The only reason why. The only good possible thing I could say is that short window, maybe 30 minutes, is interesting and fun. The rest of the movie is not. And there are critics out there that I've known for a long time who are bullshitting their fans and saying this is a great fucking movie. I don't understand. Then again, whatever. I'm not going to. They're basically in Hollywood now, so they can't actually be film critics anymore because they actually wrote a movie and it got made and it was critically acclaimed to a degree. Although there were issues people had with that movie. I'm not going to say what the movie's name is. It was a big fucking movie, and it came out a long time ago. But it was a big movie, and he used to be a film critic, so he's giving it praise, and I think that's total bullshit. I don't know. He's pandering to an audience. I saw him say that this movie was one of the greatest films he's seen, and it was a Christmas miracle. This was a Christmas disaster. Anyway, if I had to give this a rating, I give it 1 out of 5 stars, and that's for the lead actresses. Both of them were good, and Justin Long, as I said. Besides that, this movie is really shit. The mother who's in this film, her acting, everybody should have been cast like that. This should be like a Hallmark horror movie if they wanted to, or a Lifetime horror movie, Christmas horror movie. That's what this felt like it belonged in. That's my rating, 1 out of 5 stars for this atrocious Christmas abomination, not miracle. Anyway, let me know in the comment section down below, good or bad, whether you like this film. And I will talk to you guys next time. Peace.